Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Track announcer Pete Aiello getting ready to take you through the Sunday card of racing. We had carryovers everywhere. Super High 5 carryover in race 3. A Rainbow 6 carryover of more than $130,000 in race number 5. And we had a late pick 5 carryover of more than $30,000, as well as a great feature race, race number 8, the Elegance. A lot to get to, so for now, let's get you caught up on the track and weather conditions. We start the afternoon with a fast main track and a firm turf course. Cloudy skies with temperatures in the low 90s. And the first race of the afternoon is on turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a $12,500 price tag. Race time favorites 3, Daddy Duke, and 7, Cuban Cowboy. Racing at Gulfstream. Good beginning inside for Archivero, who goes looking for the lead from the top shelf. Cuban Cowboy moves to be second. In between horses, it's 7 of Jack with Daddy Duke down toward the inside. And Biggest Little City is last of all and about 4 lengths off the lead as they run to the far turn. Archivero holds a very narrow lead over Cuban Cowboy, who's racing in second. Cornelio has his hands full with Daddy Duke. He wants to go on with it from third. 7 of Jack keeps him bottled up while fourth, a length and a half off the lead and trailing Biggest Little City. The rail just opened, and on the inside, Daddy Duke takes use of it and takes the lead with Cuban Cowboy right alongside. From the back, Biggest Little City is putting in a run, and then 7 of Jack. Archivero drops back last as they turn for home. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. Here's Biggest Little City. The first timers come to play. Coming after Daddy Duke and Cuban Cowboy. These three with an eighth of a mile to go. Daddy Duke has the lead. Biggest Little City is on track for Raul Mena, and Biggest Little City will spring the upset. Second, Daddy Duke. Third, Cuban Cowboy. Fourth was 7 of Jack, then Archivero and 57 flat. We start the Sunday program with a major upset as the first timer, number 6, Biggest Little City, comes ready to roll under Raul Mena for trainer Jacob Molina and owner Martha Fisher. Second, number 3, Daddy Duke from number 7, Cuban Cowboy. He ended up third. Second race of the afternoon at 6 furlongs, maiden claimers in for a $25,000 price tag. These are 2-year-olds. Scratch number 2, Econo. It's a field of 5. Race time favorite, number 4, Mechanics Finest. And they're off. A step slow to begin was Wise Warrior. Quickly away is Field Trip to take the early lead, and Field Trip already 2.5 in front. Mechanics Finest is there second down along the rail. That's Don't Come Knockin' third from Rivulet in fourth, and trailing is Wise Warrior. Down the backstretch they go. Field Trip, the boss, leads it by a length and a half. Mechanics Finest is there second. It's a stretch of 3 to Don't Come Knockin' from third, then Wise Warrior and Rivulet. They run around the far turn. Field Trip has the lead. Here's a chaperone with Mechanics Finest moving up alongside second. 2 lengths back to Don't Come Knockin' in third, who's 4 better than Wise Warrior, then Rivulet. 5/16 to go. Field Trip still up top. He leads it by a neck again, trying to get away from Mechanics Finest second. Don't Come Knockin' is in range third, only 3 lengths off the lead with a quarter of a mile left to go. The leader is Field Trip. The new danger is Don't Come Knockin'. He'll work off the fence for a shot. Back third, Mechanics Finest as they turn home. Field Trip shaken up for the drive by Marcos Meneses and maintains the lead. Don't Come Knockin' is now asked the question while second, 4 better than Mechanics Finest third. Through the final furlong, Field Trip by 2. Second is Don't Come Knockin'. Well back to third is Mechanics Finest. Here's Don't Come Knockin' getting to Field Trip. Don't Come Knockin' is in time. Field Trip ran down second in front of Mechanics Finest third. Number 3, Field Trip looked to have it all sewed up inside the final furlong, but number 1, Don't Come Knockin', came knockin' and ran down the leader to get the victory under jockey Miguel Vasquez for trainer Angel Rodriguez and owner Frank Calabrese. Good debut run from Field Trip to be second in front of the 4, Mechanics Finest, who had to settle for third. We'll take a brief time out. We'll be back with more great racing from Gulfstream right after this. Today's third race is on turf at 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. Scratch the alternates 8, 9, and 10. It's a field of 7. The race time favorite was number 6, Telling Tony. And they're off. Good start inside for McFly, who leads the way early from Said No One Ever, and moving between horses is Just a Darling. Just a Darling now will race behind the speed of McFly in the run to the first turn. Then Said No One Ever, Gisnell saves ground. Candy Jam is wide on the course. In between horses, What Power, and at the back, Telling Tony. They make their way into the backstretch now, and taking over the lead is Just a Darling and Alvaro Doniz. They lead it now by 2 over McFly, who's a joint second. On his outside, Said No One Ever. Then What Power between horses, Telling Tony on the outside with Candy Jam widest of all, and Gisnell saves ground, but it's only about 3.5 from first to last after an opening quarter in 24-2. Down the backstretch they go with the lead. Just a Darling, 3 parts of a length. Said No One Ever is there second. Candy Jam moves wide on the course, and McFly saves ground. Telling Tony is parked between horses. Second last, What Power, and trailing the field is Gisnell. They make their way to the far turn. Just a Darling trying to spring the upset and do it on the front end. From the outside, Said No One Ever, turning up the pressure second after a 47.5 mile. Telling Tony is working hard and not gaining. What Power appears to have some run, working into the clear for a shot, and Gisnell has saved ground the entire trip as they run to the top of the stretch. Said No One Ever has the lead. Telling Tony keeps coming 5 wide. Just a Darling backing up on the inside and working into the clear is Gisnell with McFly and What Power into the stretch. Many chances, 3/4, 111-1. What Power coming on to try to get to the leader, and the leader has Said No One Ever working into the clear. Gisnell now finds a seam. Just a Darling battles on. Gisnell coming on. Here's Just a Darling inside. It's going to be a close photo. It's a photo finish. I think Gisnell won it, but What Power was charging on the outside in 1:30 flat.
Super close finish in race number 3 today as Gisnell gets out just in time for the victory under jockey Roberto Alvarado Jr. for trainer Dennis Manning and owner Stefan Sen. Second 4, What Power, and third 5, Said No One Ever. On to the 4th race we go at 1 mile over the main track. This is an allowance optional claiming event with a field of 6. All eyes on number 3, Delta Girl.
And they're off. Liberty Road breaks well from an outside gate. From the rail, Little Priscilla moves up. Delta Girl's away well. She's moving up to be a joint second in the run out of the chute. With the lead, it's Formal Class and Matt Rispoli at a big price. In front to half a length, Delta Girl's allowed to settle, while on hold a joint second. To the outside in Liberty Road, then Little Priscilla. In between horses, Amaluna, and the stretch runner Smartly Agree is last, but she's not far away. She's only about 2.5 lengths off the lead after an opening quarter of 23-3. Down the backstretch they go. It's Formal Class in front by a neck. Delta Girl turns up the pressure a bit second at the 5/8. Little Priscilla's in a bit tight while third. To the outside is Liberty Road. In between horses, Amaluna with Smartly Agree. The entire field separated by 2.5 lengths as they run to the far turn. They went through the opening half mile in 46-3. And with the lead, it's still Formal Class by a neck. Delta Girl is there second from third Liberty Road. They start to quicken up now. They've opened 2 on Little Priscilla and Amaluna. And Smartly Agree not keeping up as they run around the far turn. 5/16 to go with the lead. It's still Formal Class trying to spring the upset. Delta Girl has to do a little bit more work now. She's second on the inside. 3 better than Liberty Road, then Smartly Agree and Amaluna after 3/4 in 1:10-3. They turn for the money. Now Gaffleone gets serious on Delta Girl. She cuts the corner with a 2-length lead. Down the center, Smartly Agree starts to find her best stride. It's these two with 1/8 of a mile to go. Delta Girl in front. Smartly Agree takes a run on the outside. Delta Girl, they're still there. Smartly Agree on the outside is going to make a late push. Delta Girl, Smartly Agree. Delta Girl wins. Smartly Agree second. Amaluna third, then Little Priscilla.
Delta Girl with a very smart victory in race number 4 as the odds-on choice for trainer Ralph Nix and Kinsman Stable, Tyler Gaffleone, the winning rider. Number 2, Smartly Agree, ran very well to be second in front of the 4, Amaluna. She ran on for third. Race number 5 started the Rainbow Six this afternoon at 5 furlongs over the turf course. Scratch 1 and 8, a field of 6. Heavy favorite, number 6, Animal Quiet.
And they're off. Chasing the Stars and Sully's Folly were off awkwardly. From the inside, Kidnap is away the best, with Animal Quiet, the big favorite, moving to him in the early stages. Away in third is Bishy, followed by Big Venezuelan. Then it's two more to Chasing the Stars, and the trailer, Sully's Folly. Into the far turn they go. Kidnap has inside position and the lead for Eddie Castro from Animal Quiet, who's on the chase in second. Bishy is in range at a big price, racing in third now, three better than Big Venezuelan, then Chasing the Stars and Sully's Folly. They go to the top of the stretch. Kidnap still has the lead. On the outside, Animal Quiet begins to work harder to gain ground. The whip is now out on Animal Quiet as they turn for home. Kidnap off the top of the turn, the one to beat. Animal Quiet takes another run on the outside second, five better than Chasing the Stars and Bishy. Eighth of a mile left. Castro goes to work on Kidnap, a bit green but still well clear. Back to second is Animal Quiet, who's well clear for second in front of Chasing the Stars third. Kidnap in front. Animal Quiet second, third Chasing the Stars, and fourth Bishy in 56 and 2.
Number 6, Animal Quiet, fails as the favorite yet again as number 2, Kidnap, wins impressively under jockey Eddie Castro for trainer Dane Kabisky and PTK LLC. Animal Quiet had to settle for second in front of the 5, Chasing the Stars, who raced well while finishing third. Don't go anywhere, the late pick 5 from Gulfstream right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6, which starts the late pick 5. We had more than 115,000 in the late pick 5 pool today. And we started off with race number 6, a maiden event at 5 furlongs. 8 went to the gate, the heavy favorite, number 7, Sunshine and Shadow.
And they're off. From the inside, Barry Carafin Betts blasts out to take the early lead. From between horses, Flemish Cap is on the move. Also moving up to challenge is Noble Venezuela. Then it's the favorite moving into fourth, Sunshine and Shadow. From the inside, that's Adagio. From the outside, All About Mike. In between horses, Mr. Tibbs. And the early trailer is Mr. Hayes. They run around the far turn, and now taking over the lead is Noble Venezuela by a half a length. Sunshine and Shadow is there second, 2.5 lengths back to Adagio third. Racing from fourth is Mr. Hayes. Then in between horses, All About Mike. Backing up is Flemish Cap with Barry Carafin Betts, and the trailer continues to be Mr. Hayes as they turn for the money. Noble Venezuela on the inside, Sunshine and Shadow on the outside. They've moved 4 better than Adagio third, then All About Mike fourth. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Noble Venezuela digging in, hanging on. From second, Sunshine and Shadow. From third, it's Adagio. Noble Venezuela almost there. It's Noble Venezuela and Amisael Jaramillo by 2 in the end. Second, Sunshine and Shadow. Third, Adagio. Then Barry Carafin Betts. And fifth from far back, Mr. Hayes in 58 and 2.
The prodigy of Wildcat Air runs 1-2 in race 6 with the less fancied of the two, Noble Venezuela, getting the victory for Orleana Farm, and Bruno Chisore, Amisael Jaramillo on board for the winning ride. Number 7, Sunshine and Shadow, ran second in front of the 1, Adagio, who shook loose late and got up for third. 7th race, maidens on turf and a mile on the 16th. They're in for a price tag of $12,500. The odds-on favorite on the outside, number 8, Magic 2.
And they're off. Just a Daddy's Girl was a step slow. Mimimly was quickest away from Bookkeeper Marie, who comes away in second. Admiral's Bride moves up on the outside to take third. Her Unmentionables gets a good spot early behind the speed in fourth in front of Magic 2. Magic 2 floated very wide as Her Unmentionables quartered about 6 deep. Saving ground is Joyful Spirit. Second last, the Red Tour, and along ties her is Just a Daddy's Girl. Around the first turn they go, with Mimimly in front by a length and a half. From the outside, Admiral's Bride is second. Bookkeeper Marie backs off to race in third now. Then Her Unmentionables on the outside, fourth. At the rail, that's Joyful Spirit fifth and about 5 lengths behind. 2 clear of Magic 2. And the 2 at the back are Just a Daddy's Girl and the Red Tour. They went through the opening quarter mile in 24 and 4, and they go to the half-mile pole with Mimimly calling the shots by a length and a half. Almost 2 now over Admiral's Bride second. Into the clear goes Bookkeeper Marie third. Joyful Spirit is fourth. Magic 2 improves with an inside lane from fifth. In front of Her Unmentionables, then comes the Red Tour and Just a Daddy's Girl. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Mimimly and Jose Alvarez brave up top on a 4-length lead. Magic 2 begins to get after the leader alongside Bookkeeper Marie. Then at the rail, that's Admiral's Bride from the outside and Joyful Spirit who needs to get underway. 3 better than Her Unmentionables and the Red Tour as they run for home. Mimimly, now the riders working overtime after 3 quarters in 1:12 and 4. And on the attack, Magic 2 now. Magic 2 up to take the lead from Mimimly, who tries to fight on second. The battle's on for the minors. Joyful Spirit, Bookkeeper Marie, and the Red Tour down the outside. But Magic 2 takes the lead, and Magic 2 is edging away. It's Magic 2 and Edgard Zayas 3 in front. Mimimly second. The Red Tour third. Joyful Spirit fourth in front of Admiral's Bride. She completes the high five in 1:44 and 4.
Magic 2 delivers on the 3-5 promise under jockey Edgard Zayas for trainer Ralph Zadie and owner Lucille Juranas. Number 3, Mimimly, was a stubborn foe today. She ended up second, clear of the 4th, Red Tour, who ran on to be third. The 8th and feature race of the afternoon was the $75,000 guaranteed Added Elegance overnight stakes at 7 furlongs over the main track. 8 went to the gate. Racetime favorites included the 1, Miss Hollywood, and the 4, Kiss to Remember, under Chantal Sutherland.
And they're off in the Added Elegance. Good start out wide for Curlin's Approval. Toward the inside, that's Concealed with a Kiss moving up, and in between horses, Moment of Delight. Moment of Delight will emerge on top in the run out of the chute. Curlin's Approval second, Concealed with a Kiss is third, then Killer Bird, Kiss to Remember between horses. Miss Hollywood off the speed while third last. Second last is Saving Time, and the trailer is Caboclo do Rio. Down the backstretch they go. Moment of Delight through a quarter in 22 and 2. Has the lead 3 parts of a length from Curlin's Approval in second, Concealed with a Kiss third. Miss Hollywood moves up to be fourth, ahead in front of Kiss to Remember in fifth now. Then back inside to Saving Time. Killer Bird is asked to quicken while second last, and the trailer is the Chilean Caboclo do Rio. Around the far turn at the 3 furlong point, they went through the opening half mile in 44 and 3. Moment of Delight still maintains control from Curlin's Approval second. Whip is out on Concealed with a Kiss. Miss Hollywood ridden hard, not really responding. 3 better than Kiss to Remember. Has to go on by Chantal, about 6 lengths off the lead, and the lead is now held by Curlin's Approval. Top of the lane, Curlin's Approval has the lead. Fighting back inside, Moment of Delight won't go away. 3 better than Miss Hollywood, who tries to stoke the fires with 1/8 of a mile to go. Curlin's Approval has the lead. Moment of Delight is tenacious, but not doing enough. Back third is Miss Hollywood. Curlin's Approval in deep stretch. It's Curlin's Approval to win it. Moment of Delight second, Miss Hollywood third, Kiss to Remember fourth, and running on for fifth was Killer Bird in 1:22 flat.
Number 8, Curlin's Approval, could not have been more impressive in today's Added Elegance stakes as she wins after stalking fast fractions under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Marty Wolfson and owners Alters Racing Stable. Number 6, Moment of Delight, set those fast fractions and ended up second in front of the favorite Miss Hollywood. She had to settle for third. Don't go anywhere. The late daily double from Gulfstream right after this.
Next January, 12 horses, $1 million buy-in for a $12 million purse. It is the world's richest race. It is the Pegasus World Cup.
Back now for the 9th race on the card at 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Scratch number 8, Always Dude, a field of 7. Race time favorite number 3, Exclusively Ours.
And they're off. Wine Critic was off very awkwardly. Good start inside for Willy Nilly, who heads off for the early lead from Brookside, who comes away with speed. Pure Synergy's away on the top flight, racing third early. Very wide after a subpar beginning is Wine Critic, with Kinda Chaotic between horses. Then down at the inside, Exclusively Ours is on hold second last, and it's a stretch of 5 to the trailer, JR Show. Around the first turn they go, and up on the outside, Wine Critic is now turning up the pressure on Willy Nilly, and in between horses, Pure Synergy. Brookside backs off the race in fourth now in front of Kinda Chaotic in fifth. Second last is Exclusively Ours while letting the pace develop in front of him, and it's about 9 to the trailer, JR Show. Opening quarter, 23-2. Down the backstretch they go. It's Willy Nilly and Tyler Gaffleone taking them along, leading 3 parts of a length. Wine Critic is second. Pure Synergy is third. Brookside is now racing on from fourth in front of Exclusively Ours in fifth. Then Kinda Chaotic, and it's a distance not being persevered with as JR's Show. Around the far turn, 47-4 for the opening half mile. Around the far turn they go, and Willy Nilly still leads by a length. Pure Synergy working nicely between horses second from Wine Critic, who starts to retreat third. Brookside moving up at a big price. He's into third now in front of Exclusively Ours. He's also asked for his best run now with a quarter of a mile left to go. 4 chances as they turn in, and Willy Nilly has the lead. Pure Synergy is next. Exclusively Ours down the center of the racetrack with Brookside between horses. Here comes Exclusively Ours trying to get to the leader, Pure Synergy. Back third is Brookside, then Willy Nilly. Exclusively Ours at 6-5 is surging to the lead. Exclusively Ours and Jose Alvarez win it by 3 parts of a length. Pure Synergy second, Brookside third in front of Willy Nilly, then Wine Critic in 132-1.
Number 3, Exclusively Ours, gets into high gear off the top of the turn and wears down the pace setters to win it under jockey Jose Alvarez for trainer Michael Yates and owner Robert Eversole. Number 2, Pure Synergy was second in front of long shot Brookside. To 7, he ran third. Willy Nilly completes the super. 10th and final race at 7 furlongs over the main track with the scratch of 3, Primetime Tommy. We have a field of 9 set to go postward. Wide open betting affair. Let's see how it went.
And runners away. From the outside, Equilibrium begins the best. The gray horse Sorno is showing speed. Mr. Ellie comes away in the top flight. So does Jungle Jumble. Punching between horses is Shipwreck Kelly. Also away in the vanguard is Colton's Honor as they link up with the main course. Everybody tries for the lead. They're stacked about 6 or 7 across the track here with JB Quick down at the rail. In the 2 path is Jungle Jumble. 3 wide Shipwreck Kelly. 4 wide is Tailstone. 5 wide Mr. Ellie. Then Equilibrium 6 deep. Madruz takes back off that skirmish to race second last, and the trailer is Colton's Honor. Past the half-mile pole they go. The opening quarter was contested, 22-3, and Jungle Jumble has the lead only narrowly. Eddie Nunez and JB Quick right back at him from second, 3 better than Shipwreck Kelly, set down for the drive and not yet responding. Mr. Ellie on the outside, rallying at the rail. Here's Madruz. Madruz trying to thread the needle, and he's done it. He's into a joint third. Then it's a gap back to Equilibrium and Tailstone. Colton's Honor is last as they run past the quarter pole. Jungle Jumble's all in, and JB Quick comes away with the lead. Mr. Ellie is running on from third for Carlos Hernandez, and Madruz is up the inside. They won an opening half mile in 45-2, and they straighten for home. And on top, it's still JB Quick with a 3-length lead. Back to second, Jungle Jumble. Then to the outside, it's Mr. Ellie up the inside, Madruz. But give it to JB Quick and Eduardo Nunez to win it by 4-5 in the end. Jungle Jumble second. Third is Mr. Ellie. Fourth is Madruz, and Tailstone completes the high five in 124-1.
Lining up down the backside in race number 10, JB Quick had inside position, and that was good news as he parlays it to victory under jockey Eduardo Nunez for trainer Ralph Catanese and owner Rodney Lundog. Number 2, Jungle Jumble was in the 2 pass, so the 2 that saved ground ran first and second. 8, Mr. Ellie ran third from the 10, Madruz, who finished fourth. 5 of 5 in the late pick 5 worth $1,060.15. 4 of 5, $11.60. We had multiple winners in the Rainbow Six today for a combination worth $6,830.16. We'll have a carryover going into the Thursday program of more than $150,000. Well, that wraps up the Sunday program from Gulfstream Park. Join us again on Thursday afternoon as we kick off Labor Day weekend here in South Florida. Thursday's card gets underway at 12:50. We hope you enjoyed your time with us, and we hope to see you again soon. Good night from Gulfstream Park.
the hay. I've been working all day, hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.